whoa. You're fucking Home Aloneing him?
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to.
Your final bros are here. Brian Hopper, Grossa, and Shane. I dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween. Now everyone knows I'm not from Gen Z. Smith.
That almost rhymed.
Thanks, bud.
That was nice. That was nice. Definitely not from Gen Z. Definitely a millennial. So that says a lot about us, I guess. I think we're turning into the new boomers, right? Is that something?
Oh God, I'll kill myself. No, thank you.
All right.
It's the freaking Christmas season. We just got done with Nicolas Cage November. We just got done with Halloween. But now we're moving into the time, my favorite season of the year, personally.
Christmas is amazing.
I love Christmas time.
Christmas and Halloween, best 2 seasons.
Agreed. Just something about Christmas as a kid growing up made me very happy. Something about hanging out with, a very cool babysitter.
Yeah.
Not trying to murder her.
No, not trying to sleep with her.
No. Did you ever have a babysitter, first of all?
My grandma. So if my parents went out, my grandma watched me and my brother. But you just mean like an actual, like another younger... But older kid to watch me? No, never once. What about you?
No, never did. And I know people that did babysit for other people, that I have friends with. But no, I never had that. Nor did friends growing up really had that.
But Mike G was a babysitter.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I know he was a babysitter. Some other friends I had knew were babysitters. I just feel like that's a thing that is talked about in movies all the time, but in practicality,
you don't see it as often. No,
not really done,
or at least where we were, no one had it done.
And I feel like more or less, it's more older people.
Yeah.
Then I feel like the last resort is somebody you know.
Well, that's the thing. But the thing is, the age gap is like 5 years between the babysitter and the kid, right?
The age gap or the wage gap?
The age gap. Because I'm pretty sure the kid's 13 and the babysitter's 18 because she's going off to college, right?
He's 12, but he's trying to be 13,
I think. Is that what it is? He's
one or the other.
Yeah.
He's trying to, or he's 13 and she calls him 12.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's statutory rape, this relationship, if it were to happen.
Is that girl going to college?
I'm pretty sure, because isn't she breaking up with her boyfriend because she's going to Pennsylvania for college, right? Isn't that the whole...
Yeah. I won the one part about this movie that I really did kind of think was a little funny was how they really built up this rookie guy to be just like an absolute piece of shit.
Completely normal dude.
And he was literally such a nice guy.
The one they built up as a piece of shit that was Jeremy. He just comes in hot.
Guy was literally hilarious though.
Yeah, he was trash. It was a trash guy, but yeah.
He was absolutely trash.
There didn't seem like anything wrong with Ricky. It just seemed like
he's literally just
a guy who was upset that his girlfriend was leaving.
He's a really nice guy, honestly.
Yeah, salt of the earth.
Yeah.
So, we love the holidays. We love horror movies. Let's jump into a pit that's spooky.
Are we doing that?
Oh, hell fucking yeah.
Deck the hall, Shaney boy. Better Watch Out, released in 2016. You may think it's your run-of-the-mill home invasion and an older babysitter protecting a younger adolescent boy, only it's not. This film was directed by Chris Peckover, stars Olivia DeJonge as Ashley, Levi Miller as Luke, Ed Oxenbould as Garrett, Alex Machick as Ricky, Dosser Montgomery as Jeremy, and the only two I could probably name perfectly fine because I know who they are is Patrick Warburton as Robert and Virginia Madsen as Deandra. Everybody else, I definitely butchered names.
So Patrick Warburton. So here's the thing. I'm a fan of the Bachelor, Bachelorette series. I've been watching it. There's a guy on the most recent season of the Bachelorette. His uncle was Patrick Warburton, and he was on an episode.
Wow.
Just a fun fact I'm throwing out there for all you batch babes and dudes.
Batch babes and batch dudes. Shane, I have a segment that I'm really trying to...
Okay.
And I forgot to do it last episode. It's been eating at me.
Yeah, go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
No, it's been eating at me all week. So I'm going to drop it twice in this episode.
Okay. Are you dropping one of them now, or are we moving on and you're going to surprise me?
Correct.
Surprise me, baby. Okay, let's do it. All right, so we're going to open up with the babysitter. She's driving down the road, almost hits a black cat. That's a bad sign to start.
Is that like an omen?
It's a bad omen. Black cats in general are supposed to be, like an all black cat is supposed to be a bad omen. It's like a sign of
literally
death.
have one.
Not all black. It's got the white little neck and the white bootsies.
Yeah.
It's a pure black cat. It's supposed to be bad luck.
Gotcha.
So she's talking to her mom on the phone. We're going to cut then to the kid's house. There's these two young boys, Luke and Garrett.
Yes, they're friends.
Yes, friends.
One of them has marijuana socks. That would be Garrett.
Yeah. Garrett looked hella familiar. Is he from something else?
He's not him, but he kind of reminds me of the kid Beans and even Stevens.
Okay. But it's not him because Beans would be so much older.
100%.
Yeah.
He looks like him.
Yeah, okay. So they're talking about stuff. They're like talking about how this is Luke's last chance to get with the babysitter.
Bro, this is so fucking dumb. I guess, all right, so like, I don't like this movie that much.
Okay. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's just frustrating because of how stupid the content is.
Yes.
Points. So yeah, it's a classic, like, this kid, I think they ballpark him at 12 or 13, and the babysitter's 18.
I'm assuming she's 18 because she's going off to college.
And his idea is he doesn't want to, like, just, like, you know, cute, like, I like her. This guy's legitimately trying to, like, get her tonight.
Yeah.
Which would really be rape in some states, technically statutory.
Yeah,
right?
well, so
if she was in for it.
Yes,
which
yes.
she's
Because,
not.
like, some states have that, like, 4-year rule where if you're 18, there's, like, you could go to, like, 15 or something like that. And, like, but anything under the age of 18, under the age of 13 is rape. So if this kid is 12, doesn't matter how old she is.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
okay, just real quick, and I'm just going to cut you off, like, used to happen sometimes. The kid, Garrett, is actually the kid from The Visit, the rapper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. Now we could talk about...
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Luke's telling him, like you said, it's his last chance. She's going to go away to school or move away, and I'm not going to have a chance to, like, get with my babysitter.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's going to put the moves on her. Like, that's his
that's his one.
That's his plan.
But he has a special way of putting the moves on her. It's, it would never work. Like, so here's the thing. It's so stupid. The whole idea is stupid. But then again, they're kids. So kids come up with dumb ideas. The problem is this kid then turns into fucking Patrick Bateman.
Yes.
And he's 12.
He's the most annoying fucking kid. Yes. Yes.
So, like...
He becomes a methodical killer at the age of 12.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention, which is going back, because I just said Patrick Bateman and it made me think of it, and I forgot to mention it. American Psycho based some of Patrick Bateman's character off of Nick Cage and Vampire's Kiss.
I can see it. Like the offense tendencies, that was their goal?
Yes. So this is a random fact I want to throw in there now. Yeah, not obviously how he spoke and stuff, but just some of his mannerisms when he was in the office. Not the psychotic parts, but just like the...
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there is some crazy office and, like, emphatic parts of him, so I could see that.
Yeah, so just wanted to throw that out there. So let's talk about where this movie's going to go now. So the mom is going to be like, all right, we're leaving. Take care. Get your friend out because I don't like him. He's trouble, which little does the mom know. Garrett's the good kid. So the babysitter comes over. They're having a normal time.
Dad just flirting with the babysitter.
Yeah, Dad is even flirting with the babysitter. You're right.
Dad's funny. He's funny.
I like the dad. The dad's hilarious.
Funny. Mom's kind of a bitch. Virginia
Yes.
Madsen plays a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, she does. She does. She plays it well. So they're going to leave. Ricky and the babysitter are going to be hanging there. A spider is going to show up, though. He's going to take care of the spider for her. She's terrified of the spider.
Yeah, and for the longest time, I'm like, why are these comically large spiders in the movie? Then I realize he just has a ton of spiders. Of course he does. But there's so many of them.
It's wild.
He has a ton of them in that small
how's he knows exactly where to put them at all times?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So basically, she's going to be on the phone with Ricky. He's going to be upset about that. He's going to be like, hey, do you want to watch a movie with me? And she's like, I don't know, maybe. So he just starts chugging a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And she's like too calm about this, considering he's 12.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You should not be drinking wine. Give me the wine. He goes, no, I could do it. It's like, if you're trying to impress me about being cool, it's not the way to do it. And then she just starts taking fucking swigs.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And then she gives it back to him. I don't understand it, Shane. Like, if you're with your babysitter and you're just taking swigs, is that just like something that you would do as a 12-year-old? I didn't touch alcohol until I was 21. Imagine taking that at 12 or 13, just taking swigs.
Look, people drink at 12 or 13. We grew up at a school where people definitely were doing that. But, like...
It's like, oh, Garrett, he can't hold his liquor.
Yeah,
like, you can. Like, you do this all the time.
Because you're 12. You're 12.
Fucking 12-year-old boy. That's the thing. Like, at 12... Like, you think, like, what are the things that we were doing at 12? We're playing hopscotch. We're playing... We're playing wall ball.
Playing some Yu-Gi-Oh.
We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, video games. Shane, question for you. Bubble baths. Gay or for rich people?
Oh, no. You really trapped me. Because I'm not rich or gay, but I like a good bubble bath.
Which one is it?
Rich people.
Okay. Okay. You're really putting out there, ladies. He is not gay.
Yeah, we're going to go with rich people. I like your questions. You always kind of trap me.
You know, I try.
Yeah, you do good. So they, this scene makes no sense. So she's going to order a pizza, forgets to order the pizza, right? A pizza man shows up with pizza. Now, knowing where this movie goes, why is the pizza man so creepy?
I know.
Unless you were supposed to believe Garrett was the pizza man.
Garrett is the pizza man.
Is he?
I think he has to.
Okay, right. For this scene to make sense, he has to be the pizza man, right?
I think they got the pizza delivered to another house.
And Garrett brought it over.
He accepted the delivery and he brought it over. That's how I interpreted it.
Okay.
There's short responses. Like, there's no way a pizza guy is that unfriendly or like that dismissive.
Like, pizza men show up and they're like, here's your pizza, and they go, but they're never like stare at you longingly holding the pizza, not handing it to you. Like, most pizza men, if they're in a rush, they're here, gone. They're not just fucking huff over your body.
Yeah, I think it was Garrett, but yeah. So you don't really see who gives him the pizza. It's just a weird, awkward exchange.
Very weird, very weird. So they're going to be on the couch watching a movie. She's going to get a little scared. She's going to grab his hand, which, to be fair to Luke, is kind of giving him some signals.
Yeah, I mean, she's been on and off the phone with the Ricky guy, her boyfriend. That she's leaving. He wants to see her. She doesn't want to kind of I guess stir it along and just kind of end it. That's kind of like what.
That's what I got from it.
And he's trying to build rapport here by saying why do you date shitty guys like Jeremy and Ricky? And she's like, well, actually, Ricky's like a completely nice guy.
And she's right.
Yeah. He's like, no, they treat you like shit. Drink some more liquor.
I'm 12, yeah, so she does hold his hand, though, like I was saying.
Does hold his hand.
And that is like the end he needed. See, I think his problem was two things here. One, he's 12. And two, he went in kind of aggressively.
He went really hard. That was the thing for me. I'm like, wow, this guy's going in really hard.
You don't just fucking... He was going for a headbutt.
In all fairness, I think they misplaced his age. This kid does not look 12. He looks like 15.
I agreed.
But yeah, he went super hard. And she's just trying to be nice to him, obviously. And she's like, I'd date you if you were my age.
Yeah.
Or if I were your age, I would date you.
Yeah, she's like...
Like, that was right there. That's the... So then he kind of puts his head on her and stuff like that. But that's the clear, like you're a nice kid, but you're, Yeah. But
we're dealing with Luke, and he takes everything as an in.
He's a psychopath who's deeply in love but a psycho.
God, he is crazy. Okay.
But to this point, this is where shit's going to get weird in the house.
Yeah. So, yeah, they start to, like, someone starts calling and being like, I can see you and stuff like that.
And they're watching a horror movie,
yeah. So you're getting worried.
Emotions running high.
So she's like, hey, Luke, throw me my phone. Fucking tosses it into the fish tank.
Intentional.
Intentional, very intentional. Then they, like, start to, like, hear a knock on the door. They open it, but it's Garrett. It's just Garrett. He comes in. He's like, hey, how you guys doing? I thought I could come hang out. Then they start, like, hearing noises upstairs.
Yeah, they hear like a crack through the window once Garrett comes in.
Yeah.
Doesn't Garrett come in like by like tackling him?
Yes.
Right? That's like his entrance.
Yeah,
he
tackles him.
But yeah, they hear the crack right away. And obviously, you know, they go to investigate that.
Yeah. And it was like a brick, right? That had one gone through the window.
You leave, you die. Because then Garrett like
panics and runs out the door.
Makes a mad dash. And then from the angle, he gets
sniped.
Shot and blood squirts onto the snow and he's dead on the ground.
Yes. So as far as we know, there's a tactical sniper. We got, what's that, Bradley Cooper from American Sniper out there. Just fucking...
I forgot the guy's name.
Me too. Kyle Phillips? Is it something like that?
It's something to do with Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle, there it is. Sully. But yeah, so they snipe that guy. Garrett's fucking cooked.
He's just roasted.
Yeah. So they're going to just start like running into the attic to hide.
Yes.
Because they do show a man with a shotgun walking around the house.
There is a man in a comically large jacket.
Yes.
Navigating
this house.
The hallways.
Not Chris Kyle.
Not Chris Kyle. But he's got a shotgun with a light over it looking for them.
Yeah. They're in the attic.
Not quite where they are, but they hide. Then there's a toy that goes off, which would indicate exactly...
Well, no. That's when they're in the closet.
Oh, okay. You're talking about when they're in the
attic first. So I'll just get you there. They're in the attic hiding. A spider goes on Ashley. She falls through the door. He grabs onto her. He pulls her up and he's like, I'm going to go get my dad's gun.
Yeah, so he leaves.
So he leaves. He grabs the gun. Then they go hide in the closet.
Correct. Yeah, and then this is where the toy goes off. That's going to alert the man with the comically large jacket to come into the room, and he's looking around and doesn't see them, even though he would know exactly where they are by the sound of the toys.
Yep.
It's so fucking loud. And Luke, looking very scared, is like panicking. The guy turns, flashes over, flashes back, doesn't go in there, even though he knows in there. Yeah. And then she gets a good look at him, and she's like, wait a second. That's your mask, Luke. And then she knows it's Garrett, and then the operation is over.
So yeah, she busts through the door. She's like, Garrett, what the hell are you doing? She's like, did you two plan this shit? She instantly puts everything together.
And it's very believable. Like,
no, 100%. Like, this is so obviously, like, she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you think this is going to get you to, like, be with me? Which,
I mean, he did think that.
At this point, I'm like, okay, in this movie, this is just a stupid 12-year-old who came up with a stupid 12-year-old plan. It all made sense. Where this movie is about to go.
This is like Act 1.
So
ready for Act 2.
So illogical.
Yeah.
It's the problem. But I did enjoy it because I thought it was interesting, but it's not good, if that makes any sense.
No, it's exactly true. There's a lot of like... I don't want to say like plot holes, but there's a lot of leaps.
Yes,
you have to make as a member of the audience. A ton of leaps in terms of this kid's age, what he's doing. More for me, I really was annoyed by him the entire movie.
He's so irritating. You're not supposed to like him though, obviously. But
that's the thing, and that's like the whole. People will say, well, like he's doing a good job if you don't like him. Technically not true if I think he's annoying and not making me scared or invested in the film.
Yes, and that is true. So Ashley's like, I'm going to call your parents. She storms out. Luke slaps her, knocks her down the stairs. She wakes up tied up to a chair, and now we're playing fucking funny games or something like that. We're playing Truth or Dare, but it's like the movie Funny Games at this point. So she's tied up. They play Truth or Dare. Bro, it's very... Because, like, Luke, like, honks her tit. And
it's a fucking cringe fest.
It is. It's so hard to watch.
This is such a cringe fest. He's like, truth or dare? And she's like, truth. He's like, I know you say that. He's like, how many men have you slept with? And she's like, literally 0.
So also, why would you want to know the answer to that?
I guess he just wants to know. Like, he needs to know.
It's a weird thing to like want to know. Personally,
If
I
it's
think
happened
it's
already. Who cares? Like,
exactly. That's my thing. Like, who
you literally can't do anything about it.
Yeah. So why would you want to know the exact number?
You can't scrub her from that,
right?
I guess the fact that she said 0 made him happier.
I guess.
Maybe that's what he was looking for.
But then if she said any other number other than 0, he'd just be disappointed.
Yeah, I know.
But like, once again, like you said,
Doesn't none
of it matter? It's so irrelevant.
So
but
he just, his brain is so like one-sided.
Well, it's underdeveloped. He's fucking 12.
It's true. It's very true. His brain will not be right for like literally another 10 years.
Yeah. Well, and with the way his brain is now, it'll never be right.
Yeah. So then this kind of goes to like the dare is for him to touch her boob. He touches her boob, gets off on it, I guess.
Yeah.
He mentions like that feels great.
Oh, it's actually, she doesn't Garrett point out, or one of them point out he's rock hard after he touches the. Oh yeah, they make fun of his boner in his pants. One of them makes a mention to it because he's like adjusts himself and like very strange.
Yeah.
Then Rick shows up.
Yeah.
And we think it's unannounced.
Knocking at the door.
Yeah. We find out Luke is a master. Luke is the fucking Joker, where he has planned everything out, like step by step. I knocked my phone over trying to explain this now. I basically threw it in a fish tank.
The perfect accuracy.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he's knocking at the door, and I mean, he's not letting him in. Luke's not letting him in. And then he's like, all right, fine. Can you just give her these flowers? Yeah. And then he's like, fine. Like, obviously, like, you'd have to know that he's going to push the door.
100%.
But he opens it, accepts the flowers, and then Rick knocks the door and moves him out of the way.
But what's weird is we find out, though, he wanted Rick in the house. So why does he even go through this whole ordeal in the first place?
I know. It's like a weird charade.
It makes... He's like...
Why, if you need him in there, are you pushing him off? Because he could very well just leave.
Yeah. Well, because if he left, the plan's dead.
Unless he's, like, hoping that, like...
It'll anger him to come in, or...
Yeah, that, or maybe, like... See, here's my thing. There's a couple of ways that the end of this movie could not take place, and meaning that, like, she falls in love with him.
Yeah.
So he pulls the prank in the beginning, right? He pulls the prank in the beginning, and for some reason, like, she's scared out of her wits, and because she's scared, she falls in love with him.
Yeah, that's...
Plan would probably be averted from then
on.
In this case, Rick leaves, they fall in love, even though she's tied up, plan averted.
Yeah.
But that's not the case, obviously. No. He does come in.
So, yeah, and he'll there's going to be a whole thing where Rick goes upstairs looking for her. Luke's going to hit him in the back of the head with a bat, not take him out. They're going to fight. Luke's going to stab him through the cheek with a pencil. Second movie in a row now where someone gets stabbed through the cheek. Then he's going to hit him in the back of the head with a bat, knocking him out. He's going to tie Rick up. And then we're going to learn that, like, apparently Luke has this serum that's going to make them forget everything that's happened. Knowing where the movie goes, that was obviously all a lie, and I guess it was just water or some shit, because, like, eventually he does say, I was never going to let you go.
Yeah.
Because he has this insane master plan.
He can't let her go. The way his plan shaped up. Also, because Garrett was so fucking freaked out, the way that he calmed his friend down was with half an oxy.
Bro. Yeah, he's just putting Garrett on oxy. Like, but that's part of his plan. That's the thing.
How does he have fucking oxy?
His mom had it in the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
When Garrett is going through their cabinet, he actually has the
itch cream.
Yeah. He drops the pills, which I believe are the oxy. Well, this is a little known fact. If you are a mother in a rich home, you have oxy. It's just given to you. I think it's a requirement.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, like a rich mother in the suburbia has to have oxy at all times.
Sure. But yeah, Rick's in there, knocked out. Yeah. He's not knocked out. They fight some more, and then he eventually does get knocked out in the back of the head with the bat.
Yeah, so he's tied up with Ashley, and now he's like, you have to call Jeremy and tell Jeremy to come over now. We're having a big reunion. They don't like this at all. She's not going to do it, but Luke does it himself. He's like,
this is so fucking stupid. He calls the guy.
yeah.
And he's like, Jeremy, he's like, Ashley wants you here. He's like, I don't know no fucking Ashley. He hangs up the phone.
So he recalls. He's like, no, Ashley wants to get back with you.
He's like, oh, that Ashley.
I'll be right there. This is my favorite scene. Garrett's just randomly smoking weed now.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite scene because of this. They give the weed to Ricky, and when Ricky smokes, the smoke comes out through the hole in his cheek.
They force it to go through the hole, yeah.
It's actually kind of funny. Then this is where they're going to fucking Home Alone Ricky. They bring Ricky out. Like, this is the thing. Garrett doesn't want to do any of this. So when it gets to this point, why didn't he just free Ricky?
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot of points where, like, Garrett's got to just, like, you have to think, like, you are going down with your boy.
Yeah.
Like, the more you dig deeper into this, you are becoming more and more. You're already a criminal, but now you're becoming
a super criminal.
Literally, like, you're going to be a.
He also,
you're gonna serve time.
He also should be thinking at this point that, like, Luke is unhinged and probably going to kill you too, so there's no witnesses, which is what he does.
I think it takes. He never really fully, like, deviates from the. Well, he helps him until the very end. But the point that's going to be made soon will be dictating when he finally breaks. Like, it knows that Luke is unhinged.
Yeah. Because now he throws the can of paint over the banister, smashes Ricky in the face. Really cool shot, actually, where you see the blood and paint shoot backwards. And Luke is just fucking laughing and just cheering. He's like, oh my God, his head really did explode.
And everybody just, like, fucking sick.
Yeah.
This movie's PG-13, right?
Yes.
I feel like they cut away from everything.
There's no on-screen, really, stuff shown. R rating would have did this movie some justice. At least the kills would have been, like, fucking sick. Because that's actually a really wild, like...
I like they went for the young kid. I think they should have made the age of the kid, like, 15. And like,
it made more sense.
Just cast another kid, please.
Yeah, so, Luke is, like, Ricky is toast. Garrett is then going to, like, chase Ashley outside, because Ashley actually escapes after Ricky's head explodes. Garrett's going to grab her. She fends him off, but Luke is right there, and he's able to bring her back inside. He captures her, ties her back up, and this is when Luke tells Ashley that he has a plan, and that the plan will be fine, and it'll go through as soon as Jeremy gets here. Like, everything will be okay once Jeremy gets here. He'll never get caught. It's foolproof.
Yeah, when Jeremy gets there, I love how he's rehearsing it. He's just going to, like, get back with Ashley in the car with his dollar bill backwards fitted.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to just be like the answer to her prayers on Christmas.
Dude, it's so wild, too, because it's so obvious. This scene is actually very obvious. So when Jeremy gets there and he's like, Luke's like, oh, write her an apology letter. I'm like, he's going to make this a suicide. This is a suicide note. He's making it right. And then, so like, dumb. He writes it and then instantly hangs Jeremy. Like, Jeremy's so much bigger than Luke. He does nothing to fend him off.
No.
And he just hangs Jeremy in the fucking tree.
Like, I think that he may not have the strength to actually do this, but he does. I think that there'd be a period where he actually could probably fight this off.
Yeah.
Probably rip it off of his neck, or at least try to, like, get his hands
underneath. Does none of it.
No,
he's just hung. He's cooked. So then Luke is going to walk back into the house, and Garrett is actually touching Ashley.
Oh, and this is immediately get shot.
Yeah, shotguns Garrett instantly.
Like, the precursor to this point, because this is all about him talking to her and getting close to her and touching her. When he mentioned to him in the beginning when they were playing Truth or Dare, he's like, oh, can you just do Dare for me so I can, like, hook up with her or something?
Yeah.
And he's like flipped out on him, so
yeah,
he just doesn't want him to have any
touch her at all. So he shotguns him, and Garrett's like, I think I'm dying. And he's like, yeah, and shoots him again, killing Garrett.
Fuck you!
He's like, I told you not to do that. I told you not to do that.
I hate the kid.
Yeah. Then he's going to go up to Ashley, and he's going to be like, well, I guess that's it. And literally just stabs her in the neck. Oh, no, it's actually kind of cool. Because what does she say to him? Like, she says something, like, about like his parents not loving him.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, you're right.
And then he kind of just stabs her in the neck.
And she kind of wrapped up like a Christmas lit
Tree.
tortilla.
Yeah. In duct tape.
Tree.
Yeah. So after he stabs her in the neck, it's time to cover up his crimes. So he rubs the paint on Jeremy's hands. He rubs the shotgun on Jeremy's hands. He rubs the knife on Jeremy's hands. He's setting it up that Jeremy came in, killed Ricky, killed Garrett, killed Ashley, hung himself while Luke slept through it all?
Yes, correct. All his gunshots, he slept through it all because he's got this little noisemaker in his room.
It's not real.
It's insane.
It's not real.
It's literally fucking
His
insane.
plan made sense up until that part. I don't think a 12-year-old would think of any of that, but at least I got it up until that last part.
Also, like midway through, he's like, remember he had like that moment where he forgot to put
the pencil.
It was the pencil?
Yeah, the pencil was that he stabbed Ricky with.
Oh, it was because the thing in the cheek.
Yeah.
He needed to correct that on the cheek because he forgot about that. And then he was struggling to get the pencil through the door to like, I guess, make it like exactly how
that he never left the room.
That he never left the room, so it looked like he was there the whole time. Problem is that it never fits in as he's looking at his GPS. His parents are coming in through the door. He has to go through another room, go around, and while he's going to go around back to the roof to his main room, he's knocking down all Christmas stuff that there's no way his parents would miss.
It's so obvious.
It is so painfully obvious that they're right in front of there. You would see your literally your peripheral would easily pick that up.
Agreed.
I mean, it's not even. It may not even be peripheral. They're right there.
It's in front. It's dead ahead. Like it's like you're driving with your eyes closed at that point.
Yeah. So he's gonna make it back to his bed.
Yeah.
After almost ruining everything, and all you hear is just the screams of his family members downstairs.
Yes. So you think Ricky got away with it because the police?
Luke.
Yeah, Luke. Sorry, I don't know why I said Ricky. Oh, I know why I said Ricky.
You've been saying it a few times. So.
Have I said Ricky a few times?
Oh, one or two. It's okay.
You know what it is? I'm thinking of fucking the next movie we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Silent Night, Deadly
Good.
Night,
Yeah.
I think, and you know what it is? They have similarities. Bad acting being the main one.
God, that movie is a new breed.
I can't wait to get to it. Okay. But yeah, sorry. I meant Luke. So Luke is innocent, apparently. They don't even question it. Like, they're like, yeah, he slept through it. That makes sense. Well, who would hear 2 shotgun blasts and all this commotion?
Oh, wait! There's one alive! Fucking scream it.
And they're like, thank God she put duct tape on her wound. And then she fucking just flips him off and goes into the ambulance.
I love how she can be coherent with a fucking slit throat, putting duct tape on that, and putting a fucking clear middle finger, being able to see him through the window.
Insane. And then it's like, she won. Even though she still might bleed out and die.
She might bleed out and die. There's also the possibility that you could say, like, the evidence, technically, if he did his job, this fucking 12-year-old Patrick Bateman, the evidence would point contrary to what everything she says. They may totally believe what he says.
Yeah, the only reason I think they would believe her is because she was stabbed in the neck. And why would she lie? Like, I think the police would be like, when you really think about it, why would she protect dead people? Like, she was stabbed in, like, the neck, so. But, like, it's still all stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. Which is why I'm going to go right into the review. I'm giving this a 5. I thought it would, like, so it's at 5 is average.
Yeah.
Like, it had parts I liked. I do like that it wasn't your traditional stalker babysitter story. When there's that twist of the kids pulling a prank on her, I was like, oh, okay, this is actually a good twist. The whole movie isn't this. I wonder where it's going to go. Then I was disappointed that it was a sociopathic 12-year-old who was terrible.
Yeah.
Because it was so illogical, all the things he goes through. It was so dumb. I mean, I actually thought the girl was a good actress, though. I thought she did a very good job.
I mean, like, halfway through the movie, she just stopped talking because she couldn't convince a 12-year-old to stop being a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say 5.
Yeah.
I think you might even go lower.
I'm not.
Okay.
I have it as a 5. IMDb has this at much higher than me and you. It has it like a 6.5.
Really?
Which is like something that I struggled with both. I've seen this movie twice. So this movie was vetted. I vetted this twice.
Okay.
I didn't. It's not horrible. Like it's not.
Does.
It's certainly not a bad movie.
No, it's not.
I just don't think it. I cannot go over 5. I couldn't do it the first time I watched it, and I couldn't do it this time. I was equally frustrated by how illogical, how improbable it is.
Yeah.
If you're setting a movie to be like realistic and like configuring evidence and everything, you got to make it realistic. It just wasn't.
I agree. There's no way he would ever get away with this.
No. But I was also, like I said, the kid really annoyed me. Everybody else was totally, I had no problem with anybody else.
I actually like Garrett.
Garrett was fine. Parents were fine. They were funny. You know, the Ricky, actually, whatchamacallit, the other kid.
Jeremy.
Was really funny in my opinion. Just the kid was annoying, and conceptually, I like the idea, but like, just how illogical they made it with a 12-year-old kid committing this crime at such a high degree.
This is literally a fucking like 40-year vet of bank heisting kind of like planning going on here.
I mean, there could have been a lot of plot holes, but of course, it kind of like goes right to like how he could change everything. And also, all this is done in a few hours. Like, this seems like it would be an operation that lasted like for 4 or 5, 6 hours.
And it was like 2 hours.
Literally, like, how long were his parents? Like, there's no way this.
How does he know for sure Ricky and Jeremy are going to show up? There's a great Jeremy. There's a great chance he doesn't even show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Coins, necro coins. This is a thing we do now. We just flip coins on the 2 favorite deaths. I'm throwing Ricky out right away.
That was mine too.
So should we even flip a coin?
Is there? Yeah. Let's see. It's Ricky, and is there anybody even?
Garrett and Jeremy are the other 2 deaths.
Jeremy is just like
I hated Jeremy's death.
They're both pretty bad, if I'm just being honest.
Maybe we skip the coin and just put Ricky in the necro.
I mean, he was just a clear-cut death.
So we'll do it like this. This side will be Ricky, and this side will be Ricky.
Okay.
Okay? I missed. See, that's what happens when it's Ricky twice, but
it's Ricky.
It's Ricky.
Rest assured.
It is Ricky. So, Ricky, my boy, you got a bad rap. Luke said you were an asshole. You treated girls wrong. You're mean. You just seemed like a guy who loved a girl who was upset that she was leaving, and you didn't want to let that go. You never came off mean. You came off, I guess, desperate would be the correct word to use. But I get it. It's high school love. You don't want to lose that. She's your high school sweetheart.
That's it.
And I feel bad for you. You didn't deserve to have your head exploded with a paint can. But for that reason alone, we're putting you in our Necronomicon.
You know, this is a story about young love.
Yes, it is.
And Shane, I remember when you were young.
Yes.
And you were in love.
Oh, God.
The kind of love that Ashley may have shared for Ricky.
Yes.
I don't think Jeremy, that was the case. But
no,
probably for Ricky.
I think with Ricky, yeah.
Ricky for Ashley. Shane, question for you.
Okay.
So you just bang every girl at McDonald's?
No. Never once.
Not even if they
smile at me a lot? No.
Flash some teeth?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
That could get you in trouble. You heard him. I heard, yeah. You heard it here first. But that's the end of this review, but it ain't the end of our Christmas season.
No, it's not.
We're going to review a movie I don't think either of us have seen.
I've seen it.
The next one?
I saw it last year.
We're reviewing Mrs. Claus.
I have not seen it. I lied.
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night is not up yet. Is that what you thought I was going to say?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Wait, well, we watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 together.
And I watched it again.
Again last year?
Yeah.
Can't wait till you watch it again this year.
So
but yeah,
we're fucking 3 times.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're doing Mrs. Claus. I know nothing about this movie other than we found it. It came out in 2018. And we're like, this is appropriate. The other movies we'll be doing are, like we said, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. And we are doing the Wes Bentley Christmas Spectacular P2.
P2.
Which hopefully we will have special guest Tim on. As long as we schedule that correctly. So, You excited for Mrs. Claus? I know nothing about it.
I like doing movies we've never seen
Me
before.
too.
It's fresh.
I agree. So, with that said, we are the Final Podcast signing off, and we will see you next week at Mrs. Claus's house. That's the wrong song.
I'm just getting excited. No, we'll see you next week. Super, super excited for Christmas. It's here. Christmas horror
Love
movies.
it.
Cool. Check us out. www.thefinalpodcast.com. We are now on YouTube. Obviously, you can follow us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. But definitely check out our website. Everything is there. So we'll tune in. We'll be here next Monday. So please check us out. You have a great rest of your week.
So we review Mrs. Claus because it may suck.
Then you might ruin it.